Hello, my name is Carx82 and welcome back to my Gregtech New Horizons series. I am just smelting up some of the quad alloy. We're up to about 20 because today I would like to get some plasma turbines, at least one. I would probably only need one. I did some testing with the turbines and kind of seeing how much they produce and stuff like that, but I was kind of a little bit surprised. I hadn't really looked at them before, but if we look at these, which is kind of what I was using in my lava heat exchanger setup, we look at the things. I mean, the small turbine, this one produces 64,000 EU per tick. So that's just a small one in a plasma generator. So the amount of power we're going to be able to produce from this thing is absolutely crazy. Now, obviously, 64,000 EU per tick is too much for an LUV dynamo. The dynamo only goes up to, what, 32, I forget, 32, 7, yeah. So we can't even use that, we can't even use this turbine until we can get ZPM stuff. We can do, if we do like some kind of basic turbines, just like even like tungsten steel, we can get some decent power out of it, and then we can just kind of upgrade it as we go along. So right away at the beginning, it's not going to be fully optimized. But as we can see, a small little tungsten turbine gives out 16,000 EU per tick-ish. The flow rate kind of thing is a bit confusing, but we'll kind of get into that as we go. Now, one thing I think I'm going to end up doing is, apparently I have mob spawning. Why do I have mob spawning? I can hear them. Are they downstairs? I had some mobs down here before, and I don't know why. There must be like a hole somewhere. There was a blue moon, or a blood moon, that might be why. Anyway, what I'm thinking is breaking down the plate, the power substation, and moving this over, and actually just replacing the substation with these 4 ludicrous voltage things, because that would kind of just replace this temporarily, because that's, although this, yeah, that could be an issue. Now that I'm thinking about that, yeah, I would have to, it depends how much smelting I'm going to be doing. I kind of got to get everything moved over sooner than later now that I'm looking at this. But anyway, let me get some of this plasma turbine stuff crafted up. I think I need like ZPM circuits and stuff. Plasma, energy, plasma, what are those? Ah, those are the turbines. Plasma generator? Yeah, plasma generator. Where are these small ones? Curious what ZPM, oh, that's actually relatively easy, although the fuel efficiency is quite low, but I'm assuming we can probably just throw the fuel in there and call it a day. I don't know how fast it burns through it, though. Next question. Alright, let me get some of these. Just realized the huge fluid pipes. That's 12. Alright. So I miscalculated how much of this I'm going to need. That's 24. I need 40. But let me get these ZPM circuits at least going. And I guess we'll do, how about, might as well just get it going. And I also need to go check if I got any of the crystal things from my asteroid dimension, but I'll worry about that in a bit. Alright, I have gone ahead and got a couple things here. I finished building the plasma turbine. I got everything that I think I want for that. Actually, it was relatively easy to craft. I'm just going to do a very basic turbine right here. Just a small little turbine because this outputs 16,000 EU per tick, and the next one up produces 32,000. But I was having some issues with it, and it was going over that, and it was blowing up my LUV dynamo. So I'm just kind of starting with this, and then we will kind of ramp this up as we go. Now, I think I got my the solar panel, and I think what I'm gonna do, if I can get this organized here. I have a battery. Don't I have a... Right. All right. So there's that. With that and that. All right. So I think I'm going to break down this, and I'm going to replace it with... I think I'm going to replace it with this battery buffer and the other one. We're going to move this fusion reactor like pretty soon here, so I think, yeah, we'll take this. I'll take this. Now I'm going to do a lot of this in between episodes, or yeah, like off camera. Let me think. Should I leave that? I'll leave that just for now, just in case we need it. I don't think we're going to need it, but yeah. What I'm kind of thinking here, I got to make sure I have enough cables. That's the only kind of issue that I'm a bit worried about. Probably... I'm basically going to break this down and replace it with a couple battery buffers is the plan. Like... I just don't know where... What am I going to have feeding into this? So I have that coming down. That'll feed into the one, and then... Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. And this will feed into the other one. Alright. So I think... Because when I break this down, I'm not going to lose my... I'm going to lose the AE system. Let me really kind of quickly figure out like how many cables I need and where am I going to put these things temporarily, just to have the base still running. Like I need this one to be connected and this one. I could put them like kind of in almost the same place, I guess. Let me figure this out and we'll start breaking everything down. Alright, I am back and I have replaced the whole power station with 2 batteries over here. Yeah, we are getting a thing, and I will attach the thing up there to this one here. Now, yeah, we're good. We're not having... There's no rain coming through. And then I have this attached to that one. I think that'll be good. Yeah, we're gaining power pretty well here. I should have 4 batteries, but I just don't have enough. But anyway, let's head over to the new base, and we'll start kind of getting this set up. Alright, now I also need to put travel anchors here. I just haven't got around to crafting that, and I will craft the staff of traveling as well. But like we said, so this is kind of the layout I'm looking for. And then this is where the power substation is going to go. I think. And then we'll have like a little basement underneath for all the cabling. right, so I guess we'll start laying these down. Yeah, the question is, where am I putting all the hatches? Question is, are these going to go down or up? I think they're going to go up, the power, I think, and then the power underneath will be the output, I think. I'm probably going to end up rearranging this a couple times with the hatches. All right, so those go in the middle. I just want to get this set up so I can start charging it up. I guess we'll put the front there. And then this just needs, yeah, it just needs one maintenance hatch. Let's put it here. I just realized I am probably short on these things because I have a whole bunch of hatches that I won't be using. Yeah, I'm short a bunch. All right, so let me kind of sort out where we want power to be going in. Probably right here, I would assume. Let's say, what do we got? We want the dynamo hatches are out, the energy hatches are in, so this is going to be an in one. Yeah. All right, so let me figure out the last little bit of this and we'll come back. All right, we are back and everything is running okay, it looks like. Obviously, there's nothing in it yet, but all right, so there it goes. So I've built up the floor a bit, so it's raised up 2. Now I think we're just gonna start with this one right here. So why don't we just go ahead and start building this turbine. I think we'll put it like that. And these are very easy to make. All right. We got not that one. LUV dynamo hatch for now, and this is going to be upgraded relatively soon, I think, to a ZPM. But I'm going to have to research that and see how it is crafted. Question is, input hatch. I guess we'll put the input hatch on that side. Or do I want it on this side? Let's put it on this side. There. Yeah. And then maybe maintenance hatch on that side. I'm just trying to plan out piping. May end up moving this over one, actually. I don't know if I like having it right next to the wall, though. So I'm thinking if I run like pipes down the middle and then I can branch off to both sides. It's kind of what I'm possibly thinking from the fusion reactor. Either that or just have them really close even. I don't know. No, I think I want it to branch off on either side, I think. All right, yeah, let's do that. And then have that there. And I forgot to craft up the actual turbine. All right, and there is the large plasma generator. It was actually not as bad. I was thinking, because these are just regular Naquata, not Naquata alloy, and I just realized I probably forgot to, yep, I forgot to hold everything. Output hatch. I do not have an output hatch on it. Do I get like helium out of it? Ooh, I might actually get helium out of this, now that I'm thinking about that. I did not plan on that. Not input, output. Plus. Let me craft this up and we'll meet back in the new base. Alright, we are back. I'm just going to... I'm going to try an output hatch, just want to see what happens. I may get helium out of it, so I don't know what I'm going to do with that. I don't know if I'm going to save it or what I'm going to do with it. Yeah. Alright. So there is the plasma turbine. We have seen that plenty of times. Nothing too crazy here. Alright, so there we go. So we're gonna throw this just small tungsten steel turbine in there. And if we look at that, that would only give 400 EU per tick with a regular gas turbine, but it gives 16,000 with the optimal plasma flow. Now I have gone ahead and completed this quest. And this opened up this next one, which talks about turbines, and I don't know if there's, if I do this, will it tell me? No, but this optimal flow rate is actually not the correct one for plasma. You actually have to figure it out. To find the optimal flow rate, you divide the optimal energy flow rate listed on the turbine by the energy value for the plasma. Now, if we look at, I don't know if this is going to pop up here. No, because that's a universal cell that causes issues with NEI sometimes. All right, so helium plasma. We get the fuel value and the energy value for the plasma is, I believe, is this number divided by 1,000. So this is for an entire cell of helium, so 1,000 millibuckets. This is for the whole thing, so the energy burn value would be 81,920. So basically, you divide whatever that is, so 16,000 divided by 81,000, and that will be your flow rate, which is less than 1. So less than 1 liter per tick, which obviously we cannot get that with a with the fluid regulator. This only goes down to 1 liter per tick. Now, if we look at some of the better turbines, so if we look at like this one, that is 64, but if we do like this one, so 128, so you divide 128,000 EU per tick by the 81,000, and then you'll get over like 1 point something. But it appears that these numbers are going to be not nice and even. Yeah, so put that out. Yeah, that's not the one I wanted on. Yeah, so I'm not sure we're going to get a perfect optimal flow rate for these turbines unless I can find one that divides perfectly, which I don't think is going to happen. Yeah, let's put it on there. All right, so we're basically just going to do one liter per tick. There is a IC2 fluid regulator that may be able to go lower. I will check that out, but I haven't had time, or I haven't had a chance to check that out yet. All right. So how do we want to temporarily, obviously this is eventually going to be hooked up to the fusion reactor, but for now, I guess we'll just kind of do, how about we do something like this, just this is how I want to do this. Don't particularly want to have I don't know if I want I don't want to use one of these fluid tanks permanently here because I like having them on me. All right, let me grab a tank. Yeah, I think I'll use just a regular tank. Yeah, let me grab a tank and then we will be back. And we are back, and I just did a tank here. I'm probably gonna move this closer to the reactor. But for now, we'll just kind of do it right there while we're testing this. Now, I do want to get some cabling run here. So, question is, do I want to have this at this level where I won't be able to get underneath it, or should I actually like do that maybe? I think I want to do that. Let me actually break that one just because I don't know. Let's move this up. All right. Yeah, so I think this will be kind of like the line. And just going right into there. And this is LUV. All right. So now I can add, let me think. Yeah, so if we do, I'll add just the helium. Yeah, I'll just chuck all the helium plasma in there, I guess. And yeah, I think we'll just start filling up the plasma generator here. I think we're good. I don't think we're gonna get any explosions. I'm just really worried because I did have a few explosions while I was testing this. All right, but basically I have just a tank, a regular pump to pump it in, and then this regulates it down to 1 liter per tick, but I still think that's going to be too much. So I think this is actually going to be kind of off, to be honest. Why don't we just do like 16 buckets? Let's turn this on. Because I kind of want it to start going right away. All right, and then we will input that. And then, as we can see, this will fill up, and then this will only be a little amount. But, yeah, there it goes. All right. So you should be, yeah, 10,000 EU per tick. Optimal flow rate 4 liters per second, but we only have 1 liter per tick, and as we can see, that is slowly filling up. So yeah, it's actually using less than 1 liter per tick. So unfortunately, we're not at the 16,000 EU per tick because it's actually getting too much. And I'm not sure how to get below 1 liter per tick. I will have to check out that fluid regulator from IC2 and see if we can get a little more fine-tuned, because I think, at least for this one, is yeah. So let me do the math really quick. So 16,000 divided by 81,920 is like 0.2 liters per tick we're only using. So what would that be? That would be, if I could do like would that be 2 millibuckets a second? Maybe? I don't know. I will definitely have to check that out because I may be able to get lower than, a little more precise than using the Gregtech things, but it looks like we're getting 14,000 yeah, 14,000 EU per tick from a very small amount of helium plasma. And if we look at the helium plasma, look at the helium plasma. Yeah, so every 1 second we're doing 125 liters. And then as we can see, how long it takes us to do, we're producing way more, is basically what I'm saying, than just this is doing. But obviously this is a very small turbine. We can definitely ramp this up with better turbines, but I need better dynamo hatches is the issue. But I think I'm going to pull over the fusion reactor. I did bring this over, and I don't really know where this is gonna go. Obviously this is gonna be built up too, so there's like a basement. There should be, I didn't clear out the basement under here yet. But yeah, there's gonna be a basement under there. But why don't we just go ahead and, I'm gonna throw this down, throw a battery in it, and throw this thing on top of it and get this charging at least. Can I don't remember. Do I have to have a I may need to have a cable. Is that the same? Yeah. They may not just like, I can't remember how these solar panels work actually. Well, that was a big old fail. Did not. Okay, there it goes. Yeah, that was way more complicated than I feel like it should have been. Anyway, so there, that's filling up that battery. I may be actually to run the fusion reactor off this one solar panel. That feels a bit weird, but these recipes are, at least the helium plasma recipe, only uses 2,000 a year per tick. So I mean, technically I could run it off the solar panel. That feels a bit funny, but yeah. Okay, so in between episodes, I think I'm going to pull over the fusion reactor, get that set up. I may do a little bit more building of some walls and stuff. I don't know yet. Just depends how much time I get. But that is pretty cool so far. We have our power station set up, and then the turbine. I will, let's see. I need to get an LUV dynamo scanned, I think. Yeah, I need to get that scanned so I can see what the ZPM recipe looks like. Because I really need to upgrade that, because I would like to get some better turbines, but obviously better turbines going to burn fuel faster, so I need to get the fusion reactor kind of going. But I think in regards to power, I am going to pull over this setup. I quite like this setup, and it gives me the lava if I need to do all the like tantalum and gold and stuff and copper. So I do want to pull this setup over. I believe I actually quite like it. I don't know if I'm actually gonna burn the combustion engines in the new thing. I mean, it works pretty well. It's worked great for 100 episodes or so, but yeah, they cause a lot of pollution, and they only give me 6,000 now, so I feel like they're a bit obsolete at this point when we can get, you know, 30, 40, 50,000 from one turbine. So I don't think I'm going to pull those over. Yeah, and I don't know if I'm going to do the wind turbine either, because although it does work really well, one issue I have noticed is if we look at the Y level on the minimap, we're only at Y level 5. Because it's obviously it's a void world, we're only like a few above the bedrock, but so the problem is if I want to build that windmill, I have to go up like 160 blocks. So I don't know about that. We'll see. But like I said, now that we have a fusion reactor, I think these plasma turbines are just so much easier and more compact, and they're just so like upgradable with the different turbines. Eventually I want probably neutronium or awakened awakened draconium possibly. I don't know, we'll see. But if we look at that, I mean, this is from one turbine. So a large turbine, we get 144,000 EU per tick. It kind of makes any other power source that I've done so far kind of obsolete. But anyway, we'll kind of get more into that next episode. So that's it for today. So thanks for watching and have a good one.